Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is the August update for Project 1 million. And if you remember, Project 1 million is about my attempt to change 150k into 1 million in over 10 years. And I did a video about it here, and you can find out more about that project here. So getting back to the August update. So in August, the account basically treaded water. It's up about 24% as well. So it didn't really do much in the month of July, and I think it was really the last week of July that was not too good for this account. And I think just yesterday actually, Trump increased tariffs on China, which probably caused the account to go down a bit. I think at one point in July this account was up about 30%, and I remember seeing it about 158,000. So it has crashed a little, but that's in the nature of things. So these are the holdings. You can see the stocks over here, and you can see the percentage they hold in the account over this site. So I'll just run through the list. You have Amazon, you have Facebook, you have Google, you have Visa, you have Booking, Baba, Google Data Share Class, and Intuitive Surgical, MasterCard, Boeing, Costco, Apple, Nike, Comcast, Expedia, SPGI, Tower, Walt Disney, FedEx, JD, and even some Berkshire Hathaway. I think the reason I bought Berkshire Hathaway is because if I ever do go to Omaha, I want to be able to see Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger in person. So I think generally the account is still poised to outperform the market. I'm pretty happy with the percentage holdings. I don't see any really good buying opportunities at this moment, so I'm not gonna deploy new cash, and neither I'm gonna sell any stocks. I haven't sold any stocks for the whole year actually. I think most of the companies here have already released their earnings for the last quarter. I think in general they were quite good. Amazon, I think, had a good earnings quarter. Although it fell on its earnings, I think the revenue accelerated, so that was good news for me. Facebook keeps powering on, good growth in the user metrics. Google had a very good quarter. I think the share price rose 10% after the earnings release. So very good news on Google. I think there are a few more stocks that have yet to release earnings, like Booking and Baba, and I'm looking out for them as well. The main thing here is that all these stocks are very predictable. I don't need to worry that this quarter is going to be a huge failure, because basically people are still going to shop at Amazon, people are still going to use Facebook, people are still going to Google, people are still going to swipe their credit cards, people are still going to travel, at least if there isn't an economic recession, and people are still going to shop on Alibaba's shopping portal. So I don't need to worry too much quarter to quarter about this business, and they have very strong moats, and that's what's really important. So I remember in the end of the May, Trump also released a series of tweets, and the trade wars was at a peak, I think, and so at that time the portfolio crashed about 8%, and so I think it's crashed about 5 or 6% so far in the last week because of some of the bad news we are seeing in terms of the trade war. But I think the next month probably will be quite good, so stay tuned for that. So in terms of the account activity, nothing much happened in July. Been getting some dividends, and you can see that here. No buys and no sells. I think it'll be interesting to show also what I plan to buy if there is an opportunity. So usually how I buy things is through a pending order. And so I put in some pending orders here, and you can see that on the screen. So Amazon, I'm not sure if I ever get it at this price again, but it's worth putting a pending order. Boeing, I think if shares go down to this price, 312, I might be interested again. I'm also keeping my eye on Baozun. Baozun is like the Shopify of China, and I think it's a good stock, but I want the price to go lower a bit. Alphabet, I don't think we'll get it at this price now, given that it's gone up so much. I'm looking to add more MasterCard shares, so I think this might be a share a stock that I will buy pretty soon if it goes down another 3 or 4%. And also PayPal. I think PayPal fell a bit after earnings. So if it goes to the price I'm comfortable with, I'm going to pick up some shares. So let's look at how the account did compared to the benchmark indexes and some of the top funds out there. So the S&P 500 is about 17%. Nasdaq is about 21%. VJT and IGM, two of the tech ETFs, are doing very well so far this year. And Berkshire Focus Fund is also doing very well. So we are at 24% so far this year, Project 1 million. And so we're beating the S&P 500 and we're beating the Nasdaq. So we're beating the market, but we're not beating some of the other ETFs and Berkshire Focus. But let's see how it goes. The other fund I usually compare to every month is also Fundsmate, which is a very good fund. And Fundsmate is doing an amazing 30% actually this year. But if you look at the stocks, nothing that has really dramatically increased in value here. I know Microsoft is doing well. PayPal actually fell a bit, so I don't think the share price increase in Fundsmate's shares is due just to the performance stock. It's actually due to the fall in the pound a little. The pound has been in free fall actually, I think, over the last week because of the Brexit concerns. So since this is a fund that's denominated in pound, when you buy stocks in US dollars and US dollar goes up, when you convert it back to pound, that pushes up the returns. So that's probably one reason why Fundsmate has done 30% this year. But still, I think he deserves the credit. On average, I think he still does very well every year. Berkshire Focus, as I mentioned, has done very well. So I've gone through some of the stocks they hold the last time. There hasn't been an update since April, it seems, and he's managing about 261 million. I wanted to see if there was any update on in his filings, and I think there was no update here as well. And by the way, this is a good website to use to see the actual stocks or the full list of stocks that some of these funds hold. It's called holdingschannel.com. So you can see some of the stocks he owns here, and I think they're pretty similar to what was updated on his website. You can also check out Fundsmate's full list of stocks, and you can see that here. There's another very good fund manager that I admire. He's called Chuck Acre. He's actually #1 on this website, tipranks.com, right now. And he manages about 9.48 billion, and he has done about 36% over the last 3 years annualized. We can look into a bit more detail into the stocks he holds here. You can see he holds American Tower, MasterCard, Moody, and Visa, all very high quality stocks. So these are some of the fund managers I look at to get ideas as well. And I'm not one to be hesitant to copy them if I feel that there's a stock that I understand and I feel strongly about as well and I want to own. So that's the August update for Project 1 million. We're still quite far off from our target of 1 million, but the goal is to achieve that over 10 years, and we're making steady progress, I think. So I hope you enjoyed this update. Thank you, and please like and subscribe. Tell your friends about this Project 1 million. Start your own projects as well, and we'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.